Go.
Hi, it's Mama Turby, and I've got a delicious recipe for you this summer. It's our barbecue chicken pizza. Some of you have already seen this. Some of you have the barbecue pizza pan and you don't know what to do with it. So that's what I'm here to help you find a recipe to use with it. It's going to be real simple. We've got our crust, just some pizza crust on our barbecue pizza pan. And this is just refrigerated Pillsbury dough crust. That was just the easiest, cheapest thing to find. But you can actually get crust from some of your local pizza parlors. They'll sell it pretty cheap, of actual real dough balls, or you can get in the frozen food section where the frozen breads are at Walmart, Meijer. You can get balls of dough there, and that works really well for this recipe. What I'm going to do, because I'm using the refrigerated, I like to just pop it on the grill just for a minute, just to kind of get it a little bit cooked before I start topping it with a lot of ingredients, just so I can make sure that it's not soggy, that it's just going to be cooked all the way through. I took the pizza crust off. I just pre-cooked that Pillsbury dough pizza crust just because the refrigerated dough just tends to be a little bit softer. I just like to get a little bit crispy before I start loading it up. And then I'm going to top it with some cooked chicken. You can use rotisserie chicken, but what I like to do, because it's so much more cost effective, I just take boneless, skinless chicken breast. I try and find it when it's on sale for $1.99 a pound, and I go ahead and cook it in my rock crack or even my deep covered baker. I just took this chicken, threw it in my rock crack here, added a little bit of barbecue seasoning rub, and I did add a little bit, for this recipe, a little bit of our rosemary infused canola oil, just a little bit, just for a little extra flavor. Popped it in the microwave for 10 minutes and then just used my salad choppers to chop that up. Then I just took out some chicken and threw it on my pizza here. I'm going to use the rest of this chicken for another recipe. I'll just kind of save that for something else. And what I'm going to do now is go ahead and put some sliced onions. But there's two things I want to talk about when we're slicing our onions. And I'm going to go ahead and sit down since we're cooking outside. And Molly sure agrees with me. The first thing I'm going to talk about is our simple slicer. I just really love this just to slice up potatoes, any veggies, our onions, tomatoes. I'm going to have it on one, which is our thinnest slice. It can actually go 3 different thicknesses. And I'm going to throw our onion in. I'm going to just use the food holder, and I'm just going to press down and slide. And you can see that onion coming out, and it's going to be nice and thin. For this pizza, I want nice thin slices of onion. And a lot of people aren't sure about putting red onion on their pizza, but it actually, with the roasting of the grill, it actually just has great flavor. Okay, and I think that is all about what I'm going to do for there. I'm not really pushing down super hard. The other thing that I like to use is our spiral and slice. And so you can actually put the onion right in here, and you go ahead and just spin and turn and push down. And I already did this. I've already got our nice spirals of thinly sliced onions, so I'm going to go ahead and just use those. And I'm going to throw those on there, and you can see they're just nice and spiraled. And just randomly throw those little puppies on there everywhere. And then I'm going to add some shredded cheese. And I just used our coarse adjustable grater. And this is great because I can just take like a hunk of cheese and go ahead and just freshly grate that right over top. You know, us Pampered Chef consultants, we don't like to use no pre-shredded cheese. So I usually just take whatever we have, whatever kind of cheese we have. This was just a Colby Jack mix, and I had already kind of shredded some more too. I'm going to throw that on there. And the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is add our barbecue sauce. And you could actually add this in any layer. If you wanted to do the barbecue sauce on the bottom first, you could do that. But I'm going to throw it on top. And it's just going to be a cup of whatever barbecue sauce you use. Pampered Chef has some great barbecue sauces, but I really like just whatever's on sale at the store.
This is gonna be good.
Yes, it is. So I'm going to just go ahead and put this over top. And if you wanted to be a true pizza, you could have put the barbecue sauce on the bottom, especially if you kind of pre-cook that crust. And that is the barbecue sauce, not me. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Danny, this is a professional video. Okay, so we got that barbecue sauce on there. The last thing I'm going to go ahead and do is add a little bit of fresh oregano. So I just kind of pulled a few leaves off of little oregano stems that I had here, and I'm just going to sprinkle that on. And I'm going to pop this right on the grill. For about 18 minutes or so on medium. It really just depends on your grill though. You kind of know how your grill works. If you have a hot grill, I would definitely go medium low. If you got one that might take a little more heat, go ahead and you can probably crank it up a little closer to medium high. But I'm going to go ahead and pop this right back on our grill, and we'll be back in just a second. And here's the finished product. We've got our melty cheese, our barbecue, our chicken, and that oregano, and that onion is buried in there as well, and their crust is nice and crusty. I went ahead and already took a little sample. So we're excited. We've got a really easy, quick, affordable dinner tonight. We've got a softball game that we're going to head out to in just a minute. And so we're going to cut into this and dive right in. I'll post the recipe for this in the comment section. And if you have any questions or if you need any of the products seen in this video, feel free to visit www.pamperedchef.biz/Mama Turby.